Hello, it's Caroline for the Love of Crochet, and I have for you my big stash that I'm gonna go through, and this box is pretty packed. Oops. This box is pretty packed full of miscellaneous yarn, and then these bags are filled with yarn as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and organize it by the weight, maybe like categorize them into worsted weight. I have very little 2 weights and 1 weights, which is a finer yarn. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna organize them and see what I can make. Okay, so after organizing some yarn, I have 20 balls of 5 weight yarn here, and I have about 10 little miscellaneous thin weight yarns. I don't think I'm gonna work with those, but I am gonna work with this. So this is what I have to break down. So I'm gonna give it a count as I put it in this box and give you what the final count is. 92 bottles of yarn. 92 bottles of yarn. That's what I have before I go insane. 92 bottles of yarn. No, I mean skeins of yarn. So I have 92 little remnants of yarn. So I am going to work on that and see what I can, how many I can eliminate. So we're working with 92. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so it's not 92 because when I scooted the box away from the wall, there was 2 skeins behind it. So when I scooted the box away from the corner, I see 93, the red one, and 94, the gray one. So make that 94. Add to the pile. Let's see what I can do. Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I have some lovely goodies for you. Oh, I can't wait to share them with you, but I just wanted to start off by saying I have 2 finished objects for you. Both of them are Etsy patterns, and one of them has an excellent price right now. Actually, they both do. They're excellent prices. So if you like these, go add them to your cart after this video, and you will not be disappointed in these patterns. So let's start off with the first one. I am, as you can see with the beginning of this video, have started a scrap busting project. For the next 2 weeks, I will be busting through my scraps, and that means that I am only using yarn from my leftovers, and I'm not opening or starting any new skeins. So whatever I have and whatever comes out, that is what I have to work with. And so, yeah, here's my first pattern. It is amazing. Now look at the shaping on this head. This would be a wonderful snake head, I believe. I think, and then you just put a little tongue on it, and it would be a snake. Add a little snake body, and you'd have a great beginning to a snake pattern. Okay, so yes, so I ran out of yarn, and you know, I just made do, and he's another type of green. And then this is of course a variegated. I tried to pick something that would go with these colors. And then these are circles, little spots on the dino body. And then he also has different colored legs. Now he sits wonderfully. Okay, he looks lovely sitting on the shelf, sitting on someone's bed. This would, the pattern is written so good, so well, and all this shaping was just so easy and wonderfully done, and it's just shaped so nicely. So we start out narrow, large, narrow, go large, and then you're narrowing down again. Now this pattern, yes, will have lots of sewing. But as you can see, the end result is beautiful. I love it. I love this Stegosaurus pattern. And I know that who I'm going to give this to is going to adore it, and it'll be like no other. So this is my first scrap busting project, and yeah, I have no complaints about this pattern. And just so you know, this is called Stan the Stegosaurus, and it is by Little Green Bear Shop. For the price, are you ready for this? $2.51. $2.51. Go add this to your cart. You're whoever loves dinosaurs in your life, you know, we're thinking Christmas, right? If you are wanting to make something for Christmas, who would not love their very own Stegosaurus? Now, this pattern did come with 3 little, little narrow spokes that you put on the end of the tail. They were too tiny for me to make a circle. I think I'd rather just make a chain or something, because it was too tiny for my hands to make. So I just left those spokes off. Wonderfully done. And I actually placed mine pretty separate. I think they should be a little closer together. If you were to do it, I would say make them a little closer together rather than, and yeah, and it's so cool. I love it. So $2.51 on Etsy by Little Green Bear Shop. Check out our other patterns. I didn't even take a peek at those right now. But I'm very happy with this one. So this is Scrap Buster number 1. So he was wonderful. Okay, now for my next pattern. Oh, let me just start off by saying, as crocheters, when we make toys and dolls, we sometimes struggle with creating a doll and then trying to make sure that the neck is sturdy to hold up the head so we don't have wobble heads, right? We don't want to make wobble heads, bobble heads. And let me just give you an example. So this was one of the first patterns I made, and yes, we have wobble head here. Okay, now this is from the book Unicorns and Dragons and More, Fantasy Amigurumi, and I tried to make this one. It's kind of glary. So it's supposed to be, what is this supposed to be? Pegasaurus. Oh, I wrote some notes. 2021. Okay, so I made a little note. I said the head was too big, and I got wobble head, and I made this in 2021. Okay, your girl's come a long way, okay? So this beautiful, cute pattern. I really want to make this. So this is supposed to be her. Now I made her flowers. I made the flowers, but I quit because of the wobble head. So I was like, I'm not going to try and add all that stuff to her head. It didn't even work out, right? So I didn't make the horn and I didn't finish her. Can you list in the comments if you want me to try and give this a try again? I have not thought about this, but I wanted to give the example of this bobblehead because in the next pattern, this is a lovely solution. Now let me give you some tips for the wobble head. So I've seen some people roll up, what is that stuff called? Okay. So I have seen some people roll up felt and stick it in the middle and then try to sew their stuff on, and that will help keep the head sturdy with the body. Okay, that's one way. Another way, I believe, is to really make sure you stuff the sides here. Okay, and then a third way is sometimes people use a dowel or something flexible to put in the middle, like felt, but foam, curlers, all kinds of stuff. I've seen many things. However, in this pattern, oh, this pattern is so cute. Let me not hold you up anymore. This is my little fisher boy. Oh, he's so cute. He can't even get him in frame. Look at him. His little freckles. His little hat, his ears, eyes. Oh, he's so adorable. These are his fishing pants. I think I would like to add some buttons, and I haven't done that yet because I am just, like I said, I'm staying focused and busting through my scraps. Again, this is a lovely pattern. So easy to follow the pattern. However, lots of pieces, okay? We have the arms, the ears, the hair, the hat, the pants, the boots, and then of course the regular feet, and then you climb up to the body, plus the head. However, the pattern on this, if you buy this pattern, his head is on there. His head is on there. And I did not have to worry about it, okay? Buy this pattern and you will get the tips on this. But with this pattern, let me just show you a picture of it. Okay, so with this pattern, you get a little girl and a little boy, and they are the cutest. And basically, they're the same body, but one has an added hairpiece and one has a raincoat. So you could totally add the raincoat to the little boy or switch it up however you want. Change the colors to suit your... These are only the colors that I had in my scrap buster. So my scrap bucket box right down there, I was able to make this little boy, and he is so cute. So everything is separate and you sew everything on. So the boots do not come off. The pants can come off, the fishing pants, but I actually don't think they can come off because they're not going to be able to go over these boots. So they're on there, but it's not attached. The hat is not attached. So here's his hair. Oh, he's so cute. Now I just used 4-weight yarn to make him, and for a 4-weight yarn, I seem to always use a 3.75 millimeter hook. And I don't have a ruler with me again. But I mean, he's probably the size of 2 books, maybe. Know what I mean? Yeah. He's a good size. He's definitely doll size. Yeah, I would say he's doll size. Like if you bought a baby doll. Maybe a little bit bigger, but he seems easy to hold for a little one or anyone. He's adorable. I just love it. Now, I almost got away. I played yarn chicken with this one, and I didn't make it. So I finished a ball. I finished quite a couple of yarn balls, but I couldn't get this one. So I just put his hat on backwards. And you know, it's okay. He's so cute. I just love him. What do you think of him? Okay, so with this pattern, I don't know if you saw in the picture, it is only the bargain price of $6.51. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but seems like pattern prices at Etsy have really gone up. And here she is giving you 2 patterns for $6.51. This is a lovely little boy. Oh, I just love him. So I am very happy with my 2 scrap busting projects. Let me know which one was your favorite, and let me know if you add any of these to your cart. And if you want to see me try and give this one a go again, because I am unhappy with this one. And I guess I made it at the beginning of 2021. This was one of the second Amigurumi book I bought. So this is when I really started getting into amigurumi and making it more, because I was really making a lot of hats and blankets. And then I really upped my game with amigurumi when I started buying books. This was the second book. So yeah, if you want me to try this again, let me know. It was super cute pattern, but mine did not come out super cute. I do have a few more things to show you. Okay, so I've previously made sponges using the African flower design, where I make a center a different color, the petals a different color, and then the outline. But I really like the way that this solid one came out. So if you don't want to think about it, buy a scrubby yarn. You can get that probably like for $4 at Hobby Lobby, and then Joann's is the other place that sells it. Just make a circle and increase, and you'll have a circle sponge. It's so easy, and you will never buy a sponge again. Try it. The other thing that I was working on, I totally forgot, is I'm working on a lovely granny square. Now this granny square is a solid, what is this called? African flower? No, sunflower. Solid sunflower. Usually they'll switch the colors here. The flower will be one color, and then you have the border a different color, and then the center is a different color. Same thing with the African flower. This is a solid sunburst granny square, and I love it. I love all the stitching, the puff stitch. It is going to be a yarn eater. And so I've used up one ball. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've made 8, plus I ran out. So I don't know what I should do with that. Maybe use it to attach them, unfrog it and use that to attach. And then I started on this color because I believe this is Caron Simply Soft, and so I think I'm going to stick with Caron Simply Soft to, I have no idea what I'm going to make this. I'm maybe something smaller than a blanket, maybe a poncho, but I love this in one color, and I think that the stitching is beautiful in one color. So that is also what I am scrap busting. All right, so that is all I have to share with you. I got my sponges, my sunburst granny square solids, and my 2 finished amigurumis. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall talk to you soon. Next week's podcast shall include more scrap busting projects, but I'm also working on a bunny edition video for you. And like I said, for Christmas, if you're planning for Christmas, you are not going to want to miss this next bunny pattern that I am making. It is phenomenal, and I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to show it to you, and it's going to be wonderful. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. So see you soon. Bye. So I hope you are having a lovely week and that you are having plenty of time to crochet. I know we're all bearing with heat these days, so stay cool and have fun. For the love of crochet. I forgot to say, grab your hooks and let's get inspired for the love of crochet.